Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Tanya, and if you're stopping by for the first time, welcome. I really do hope you'll consider subscribing, and if you're not stopping by for the first time, thank you so much for your support. Today's video is another addition to my bag story series. So I started this a little while ago where I showcase a particular bag and I give you my story behind that particular bag, because let's face it, I think every bag has a story, and I have quite a few vintage pieces which I'm very curious to know what the story is behind all of those. But anyway, that's for a different video. So the star of today's video is my Bally Wildhirn bag. And this is essentially my first ever luxury bag. Now, I'm somewhat different to a lot of the people who are here in the luxe community who have been buying and selling and have had luxury for many, many years. In all honesty, I only really started in my 40th year. So the year I was turning 40. And that was because, well, you know, I slowly got into it by watching and finding YouTube, and there was a mum friend that I used to meet and see every Friday at the pool while the kids were doing their swimming lessons. And she always had beautiful, beautiful bags. And at the same time as meeting her and observing her beautiful style and her beautiful luxury, I was new to YouTube and discovering a lot about luxury that way. Long story short, basically I was influenced into the luxury community, into the luxury world. For me, luxury always felt like something that was unattainable, and I've always said that ever since I've been on YouTube with my previous channel and this. I always used to think that luxury was out of my reach. I always thought it was just for the uber rich, not for someone ordinary and normal like me, until I discovered the world of pre-loved. Anyway, that's a different topic certainly, but this is the item that I'm going to share with you, and this is by Bally of Switzerland. This was my first luxury piece, and I purchased this with some money that my family, so that means my parents and my brothers, gifted me for my 40th, and all I needed to do was add on a couple of extra $100, and I purchased this bag. Now, I purchased this one and this one in particular because I'm not a fan of the Neverfull, and Bally does make a Neverfull version, so to speak. And at the time, because as I said earlier, I was new to it and learning about LV and all that, I had my heart set on getting a Speedy. So this popped up on my radar. It was half the price of this Speedy, and I thought to myself, this is essentially the same concept, and it came with a strap and everything, so I went for this. And I liked that it wasn't Louis Vuitton. You know, it's interesting, the thing about my collection is that I have a lot of Louis Vuitton pieces, but not a lot of bags. I used to have more, but I sold them, but that, again, topic for another video. I like that my collection is a mix of numerous brands, and while there are many people here in the community who have many Chanel bags, and God bless them, many LV bags, God bless them, any other brand like Coach or Givenchy or YSL or any other brand, good luck to them, God bless them. I think that's wonderful. I like to have a mix, and I've always wanted to have maybe one or so pieces from most of the design houses, which is dangerous. It's a dangerous goal. Let's put that out there. But anyway, this is my first ever. And the story behind this is that I didn't actually buy it at the time when my 40th occurred. So I did buy this just a little bit afterwards. And at the time, Bally also was having, I think, a sale. Now, you know how it is. Some designer brands have sales and some don't. And those that do have a sale, sometimes certain items are on sale. Anyway, at the time, if I remember correctly, because we are talking about 9 years ago. Yeah, and I've had this for 9 years. Holy smokes. Anyway, I think they had a slight sale, but then I can't remember. Maybe not. So my purchasing of this was between this one and the other one, which was one size up. Now this one here is actually 29 centimeters across, 28, 29, depending on exactly where you stop. So it is literally in between the LV Speedy 25 and Speedy 30. I wanted the 25, but they didn't make a smaller one than this. At the time, I was so excited to buy something. I just had to buy my first brand new in boutique luxury piece. And I was even prepared to get the bigger one. and I'm glad I didn't. So I was in the Bally boutique, and I had gone in with my friend Paula, and she was with me, and we both are lovers of handbags and shoes and fashion and everything. And she was with me that day, and they didn't have this size in stock. They had the larger one, which was about 34 or 33 centimeters, so almost like the 35 in Louis Vuitton. And I had it against me, and I was taking photos, and I was in front of the mirror, and I said to the salesperson, tell me the truth, what do you think? Does it look nice? I said, don't worry about just trying to placate me, because I'm going to buy something. I just can't decide if I want the smaller or the larger. And the woman who helped me, she was lovely. She was like a young salesperson, and or SA, and she was saying, look, honestly, it looks beautiful on you. She said, but I think you might prefer the smaller. Now, for an SA to say that, you know that obviously they're going to make a slightly smaller commission, but I valued that. I also mentioned my friend's name, the one I mentioned earlier to you, who was a swimming mum, and she was well known in that particular boutique because she has a lot of Bally items. And so the salesperson knew that I was legit and I was going to buy something. My friend Paula was with me. She said, oh, I can't decide. They both look nice on you. But as it turned out, when I did decide overnight, because I didn't buy that one on that specific day, when I went back the next day, they had sold the smaller one, and I was gutted. I was like, oh no, I want the smaller one. And so the salesperson again helped me. She rang around, she found one in Sydney, she ordered it then and there, I paid for it, and it was supposed to be couriered from Sydney to Melbourne. It was supposed to take 3 or 4 days maybe. Anyway, the next afternoon, or during the day, I received a call. Mate, you could not stop me getting there from work as fast as I did, let me tell you. And I went into the boutique, and I was ready, and it came in the beautiful large red Bally box. It had the beautiful white Bally dust bag with Bally written across it, drawstring, nice and fleecy, gorgeous. I was so excited. You know that excitement that you just can't contain? That's how I'm so excited that I hugged the salesperson, you know, my SA. I can't remember her name now. She's since moved on. But I hugged her, and they thought that I was a little bit loopy. And I said, no, you don't understand. This is my first luxury piece. Oh my God, I can't believe I've got a luxury bag. I actually own a luxury bag. I actually haven't worn this bag all that much, but I don't want to sell it because, again, 40th gift from my family. But I find that it's quite large. Now, it's a beautiful bag. We have here the signature Bally print. Now, much like the LV has theirs, you know, Foray Lepage has theirs. The other one, what's the other one called? Oh my God, what's the other one called? You know, the St. Louis, I've forgotten what it's called. You know what I mean. I'll put the name here. So this is the Bally signature print. And as you can see, it just looks like a whole lot of mustard colored yellow dots, some gray zigzags, and then like a black border. So basically what that image represents is the yellow of the sun. The zigzag are the peaks of the Alps, and the black is supposed to represent the sky. So even the idea of the print has significance to it, and it's beautiful because it has the leather trim. As you can see here, it's got this beautiful the chaps are nice and thick and sturdy. It's got the zigzag again that's supposed to represent the mountains. We've got silver hardware here, so we've got these screws, and there's a clochette here. The clochette does not have actual keys. I don't think this one has a lock from memory. I can't remember. It just has the key ring here like that, and the key ring is also silver, and it has Bally embossed onto it there. The actual clochette cover is in the black leather, and it has the Bally in silver print. The other side also the same chaps. It's got the 2 little handles, much like the Speedy, which you could put up to your elbow, depending on the size of your arm and your overall size. The zip works relatively smoothly. I haven't used it in a while, so it's a little bit stiff, but it does have a lovely leather, again, well stitched zipper pull there, as you can see, and there like that, so it's quite plain. Obviously it zips up and down, nice silver zip, and inside I have an organizer. Now the reason I have an organizer is because, or a bag insert or whatever they're called now, is because it is essentially like a Speedy where it's all soft. That's it. And I don't like that. I don't like bags that are soft and lack structure. I used to like soft bags, but as I've gotten older, I really do appreciate a well-structured bag. Having said that, the inside is a beautiful deep red there, if you can see, similar to the color of my shirt. That's the color of it. It's almost like a burgundy. And this is the inner pocket, just like the Speedy. And we have the silver, the leather plaque with the silver print. Bally, Switzerland, made in Italy. And inside here I have the cards. And it's a nice generous pocket. It's larger than the pocket in the Speedy. It has a zip across like that with the black trim and the two little corners. It's actually a beautiful bag for those who like this particular style. I don't know if they still make it. The last time I looked, I didn't see it. And I'll link above here a video where I showcased many Bally items. I did the luxury collection for $5,000 tag, and I focused on Bally because their quality is exquisite and their prices are reasonable for the luxe community. It's got the black piping all the way around here like this. So this one, as you can see, has kept its shape, partially because I haven't used it all that much, partially because I've kept it well stuffed. It does come with the strap, so it's got the two little tabs here. It's got the silver hardware to which you attach your long black adjustable strap. And the strap is here like this. It does not have a shoulder keeper across the top, but it's a lovely soft strap that it doesn't dig in and it doesn't leave marks. Well, depending on how much you stuff your bag, but it's got the beautiful hardware here. And as you can see at the bottom, it says Bally. It's got the traditional clasp. It is adjustable. Overall, it's a great bag. You can adjust it to wear it long crossbody, or you can adjust it to wear it just shoulder or midway between crossbody and shoulders length, whatever you like. Occasionally I have considered selling this because I am actually saving up to purchase a Chanel, hopefully by the end of this year. And I've considered selling it because I don't wear it and use it all that often, but I can't bring myself to sell it just yet because of the sentimentality of it. And even though, you know, what I would receive for this bag would be put towards my Chanel, and then I could always think of my Chanel as being my partial 40th gift, I know myself, I think I would forget that. So I want to keep this because this is my first new luxury bag for my 40th from my family. So they're like 3 significant reasons for me to keep this. And in terms of the keyring, that does not come with the bag. That was a beautiful jade keyring that Mum had bought for me when she went to Queensland a few years ago with Dad before he passed. So that is my next bag story. Let me know what you think of this bag. Do you own any Bally pieces? I know Gwenny does. And we're twinning because Bally is both our first luxury piece. Let me know what you think of this bag. Do you think it's still current? Do you think it still works, so to speak, in terms of styling with particular outfits? And would you wear a bag with this type of print? So let me know what you think. I look forward to reading your comments. And if you have not already subscribed, I do encourage you to do so. I would appreciate that immensely and help me get closer to that 1,000, that ever so elusive, magical 1,000 number. Oh. Anyway, whatever. So take care, everybody. God bless, and I'll see you next time. Ciao. What that story is behind. Curious to know. So the video, sorry. So okay. Anyway, you know, as much as the others have